It's been down to just Charlotte and Isabella eating lunch in the classroom ever since Akira has been spending his time with Nolan instead. Oh, I forgot. There's a dude-on-dude relationship possibly going on. Yeah. Hey, sir, do you mind if I eat in here too? Wow, I think that's probably the most she's ever said to me ever. No, go right ahead. Let me read some mail before we get clustered with this thing. Anyway, hey, sorry about last night. I know that was really abrupt. It's just that it was dinner time and my parents couldn't wait any longer. Sorry, I didn't mean to be a jerk or whatever. I finally ended up watching the rest of Indigo. You're right, it's really awesome. What a cute couple and a great ending. Yeah, it's really super badass, but it's kind of got me thinking. I was going to fangirl out about it, but I feel awkward. Hey, so you never did tell me about the time you were in love. Did you ever want to tell me about it? It sort of sounded like you did. Yeah, actually, I kind of do. It's a long story, though. I mean, it's just not the worst thing ever, I guess, but it sucks. Sorry, I don't think I'll be able to go, but thanks for inviting me. Taylor's Wall is really curious if she's the only straight person in this whole class. Posted on Charlotte's wall. Charlotte Greywall is kind of disturbed by what she's reading for literature class. Thanks, you're a real bro, sir. Thanks, I think. She goes on to join the other two girls in the classroom. Hey, sup, Charlotte? Hiya, Kendall. You're both talking again? Bella, there's no need to channel Akira. Sorry, I just meant I'm glad. Only if you're okay with that. Sorry, I can still give you the room if you want. Read some messages. Oh my god. Hey, sorry about last night. No problem. Okay, bro. Nolan responds after saying he was sorry about something. True enough. Hey, why are we chatting like this when you're sitting right next to me anyway? ROFL. Really, I would have thought you'd been on about how Indigo is your waifu or something for sure. Only if you're really okay with that. Sorry, I can still give room if you want. Don't be silly, of course, I'm okay with that. Sorry, knock that off. Come on, this whole thing where we've been avoiding each other is silly. Let's just both promise not to do that again. Okay, I promise, Charlotte. Haha, oh, you still sound like you're just trying too hard. Relax, can't we just go back to plain old LOL bro, Kendall? Kendall looks uncomfortable for a moment, but laughs. LOL, okay, sis, I can do that. That's better. It's really good to talk to you with the air clear, Kendall. Yeah. Meanwhile, I can't help but notice that Isabella looks as uncomfortable as I've ever seen her, caught awkwardly in the reconciliation. I decided to throw her a line, leave her alone. What the hell? We've been listening, reading their messages, might as well say something. Skipping these messages, apologies. Hey Isabella, can you come here for a second? Yes, what is it? Nothing, I just thought it looked like you needed an out from those two making up. Yeah, thanks. It's a bit awkward. I'm happy for them, though. It seems like it's been a long time coming for those two. I've gathered there's a lot of history. Yeah, it's a long story. That's the impression. I got it. There's an awkward pause. Anyway, you're welcome to stick around or go back. I just thought you could use the choice. Thanks. No, I don't think I need to be in the middle of that. Staring at her, it occurs to me that maybe it's just an awkward silence. It's not just an awkward silence. I think her mind's just somewhere else entirely. I can't read today. Where? I have no idea. Is something the matter? I'm not sure. Maybe? Okay, well if there's something, sure, I understand. It's just that I'm not sure myself right now. I'll let you know. Sorry, no pressure or anything. I just wanted to put that out there. It's okay. I understand. Thanks. 3 days later. Yes. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on up. Oh yeah, Lord Jesus Christ. Lord. Happy day when Jesus walks. 3 days later. Okay, let's try something different today. Today we're going to focus on chapters 60 to 65 in particular. That's the whole lighthouse scene. I put up 3 questions on the board. I'd like for you to break up into groups or 2 or 3 and answer them. Immediately they all start chattering, figuring out who they'll partner with. It has to be with someone you haven't worked with this semester though, if that's possible. Let's mix things up. Kendall Flowers says, it's not that, I mean, I really liked it. It's awesome, and I do love Eniko, for reals. It's the fangirl thing in general I'm not feeling. I feel kind of weird about the whole thing right now. Honestly, feel kind of weird in general. Taylor Gibson is bored as hell in class. And a public post on Charlotte's wall reads, from Akira, yes, for reals. I know what the hell is up with that. I kind of like it, actually. I wonder how Ariana's gonna make any more moves on us this upcoming chapter. I love a poem, I love poem, I love poem, I love poem. Let's save. Okay, in a half hour we'll go over, reach up your answers. His name was Alan Mason. He was my first boyfriend ever, back when I was 13, and, well, at least if you asked me, we were dating. We spent all of our lunch hours together, walked home together every day, and spent our evenings talking endlessly about the silly music we both liked. He was a year younger, and wasn't, I guess, the most mature boy around. All my friends always made fun of him, but I really admired him, you know? Okay, in a half hour we'll go over each of your answers. God damn, I can't read today, ladies and gentlemen. Quick apologies here. I clap my hands and sit down, letting them all get organized on their own. As I should too. I give them a few minutes to break apart into their own groups and actually get started on talking about them. I have no idea how well this is going to go. I sure hope it works. Taylor Gibson says, in a private conversation between Taylor and Ariana, can you believe it? Nolan snubbed me yet again, so he could just go keep fagging it up with Akira. It's hurtful. What the hell? He's just totally replaced me just like that? What a dick. In a private conversation between Ariana and Isabella, oh, you haven't been in love since you were 13? Now that was a response to Isabella, saying how she used to have a boyfriend when she was 13. And of course, it's Taylor who seems to get distracted first. And how's your discussion going, Taylor? Well, actually, I didn't get quite that far. I've just been going over what happens with her before we start to tackle the questions. Really? Yes, Mr. Rook. Sorry, I've just been looking something up myself because I couldn't quite remember the sequence of events. I guess I can't really call either of them on that. Excuse then, as loath as I am to admit it. Damn it. Sorry about that late reply. Got distracted. What do you mean by that? Don't get too upset at him. It was a personal snub. It's not really like that. I mean, there's a couple since, but never any serious. Honestly, it wasn't even really that serious with Alan either. We got together honestly mostly because it seemed like it was convenient to. We broke up in the same way. If you ask him now, he'll even deny that we ever dated. I guess that's okay with me. It's not like it was ever really a big deal or anything. Ever so often I see him and I just feel awkward. Yeah, I'm gonna ignore you, Isabella. We never dated, that's true. LOL, what? Alright, carry on then, but try to get to the questions quickly. You don't have that much time. Of course. And then I turn my attention to the other group that also doesn't seem to be being productive. Sup, sir? She doesn't even look up. Isabella does briefly, but says nothing. You're supposed to be discussing the questions, Kendall. Are you both okay? Are you both really done already? Lol. Not much to discuss, sir. Well, we're done. Okay, here's the response. Every time we meet, it's always the same. He says we should see each other more. They only ever have a year accidentally or something like that. And we agreed that we should meet again soon and talk and catch up. And deep in my heart, I hope that it leads to something more. That maybe now that we're both older and wiser, we could have a real relationship. I'd love nothing more than that. I secretly dream of all the dates we could have had that he would be proud to tell his friends about. We never do, of course. We never even end up meeting that once to catch up. I saw him at a concert just the other month, and while all those possibilities flashed in my mind, I approached him and we ended up going home together, just like the old times, and we agreed we should meet up again soon to do something, but we didn't, of course. We never do. It doesn't stop me from imagining it, but I realize in all those fantasies of love, I don't know him at all. I don't think it's even him that matters, really. It just happens to fill the role. I'm in love with the idea of Alan Mason, nothing more. Okay. Really? Please, girls, stop messaging each other. That's so sad. It's really tragic that it never really works out with you two. What are you going to do about it? Wow, 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 wow. Isabella says nothing but nods. I'm not impressed here, and I don't believe it for a second they talked about it. If I doubt they've even read the chapters. I should just move on, try to trip them up. I'll trip them up for the fuck of it. If you prepare to answer, you're off the bed, Steve. Peace. Good night. Like some booty. Thank you for watching what you could. You can watch the rest on the archives. twitch.tv/SP_47. Good night. Try the Doritos Taco Bell. It's pretty good. If you're prepared to answer them already, then let's take the first. How would you say that Takami used grotesque death imagery as a form of emphasis in the lighthouse scene? Kendall looks up and hesitates. Then you should, implying that he does. The whole point of the scene is that the grotesque imagery ain't there. It's unemphasized because it doesn't exist, and that's totes shocking. It's realistically the scene you should be this bloody horror. If you think about it, it doesn't make any sense to have so many shooting deaths without any gore. But instead, all the protagonist notices is she death, is the death, not the crazy visceral stuff. The most important gore is the protagonist bleeding, but he's alive. It's not the death that's grotesque. The death is there. It's just the blood that indicates he's alive that's grotesque as he stains himself. Too long, didn't read. It uses grotesque life imagery, not death. If you're asking the wrong questions, well, she's certainly a smartass. I'm not impressed by the way she's blowing me off entirely, but I can't say that she doesn't understand the material. It's obnoxious, but I can't scold her. It make me look like a jackass. I think we're going to have to hand her this one. Okay, that's really interesting perspective. Good work. LOLK. Moving on. The class discussion ends up going well enough, I guess. Actually, I'm a little bit surprised. It sounds like Taylor actually managed to express an informed opinion for once, even if it was with the help of Charlotte. Maybe there's hope for her yet. When the lunch bell rings, it seems far too quick. And of course, even though I was mid-sentence, everyone immediately packs up the things. Isabella, excuse me, Mr. Rook. Yes, how can I help you? There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Of course, anytime. Is this what was up earlier, or would you rather talk about about it somewhere more privately? It is. Not right now, though. How about after school? Certainly. Do you know where my office is? Yes, room 12, right? I've been there several times. Okay, great. I'll see you there then. Bomb, bang, bang, bang. Yeah, it's about Charlotte. Honestly, not really sorry. I'm kind of rambling. I'll let you know if I'm ever ready to talk about it. Let's see. That's awful. Don't even joke about that. Kill myself, probably. It'll be less dramatic, less stupid. God damn, Isabella. Oh, high school drama. Thanks. Awkward. I wonder what's up with her. I hope this time it's actually something I can help with. I'm not really sure about her. She's always so quiet. It worries me. Kendall, do you know where Akira is? Off having sexy shenanigan with Nolan, probably. Kendall. I hope so anyway. Bro deserves it. That's not very helpful. Sorry, for serious. I think they've been eating lunch together up on the roof. I checked there first. Thanks. Is it just me, or does she seem even more aloof than usual? Maybe you should go easy on her. I think she has a lot going on right now. Yeah, I'm just worried. More silence. Realizing I'm just making a weird situation worse, I shrug and go to get my lunch, leaving the pair of them alone. Truly, I don't think it helps. There is still an unspoken tension in the air. Kendall and Charlotte are chatting, but barely. I don't think it's because of me. I think there's something just going on here. Oh well. 3:55 p.m. This is after school. That's it for the day. Well, as far as classes go anyway. Now let's check our messages now. See what we got left. Akira Yamazaki says, K, anytime you do, bro, just let me know. Isabella Hart, goodbye everyone. Sorry I couldn't stay, but, well, it's for the better. Oh, my Isabella suicidal. Outside I can hear rather a set of voices shouting rather loudly in unison. Cheerleaders, I suppose. Isabella probably already on her way to my office. But before I go, I should take a break to see if there's anything new on Channel 12 channel posts. Really, I should at least take a quick glance. I'm not going immediately to my office. I should take a couple of minutes to check. But before I go, I'm beating now, so I should check on the 12 channel feeds. Anonymous posted this picture. I know, right? I can't believe she had to die like that. She was so awesome. I actually kind of like her death. It was a little drawn out, don't you think? Why am I reading message boards? Don't know. Let's go. Well, that's enough downloading for me. Time to go. I guess I got here first. I can't wait. Sit down and wait, tapping my hand on the desk impatiently. I look over my lesson plan tomorrow, but unlike every other time, I can't see anything worth adjusting. I wonder where she could be. She doesn't really seem like the sort of person to blow it off at an appointment like that. I hope everything's okay with her. All the worst possibilities of what it could be race through my head. Maybe she got hurt. Maybe something happened. Maybe she couldn't bring herself to talk about it. Maybe I'm being ridiculous. I just have an overactive imagination is all. I'm sure she's fine. Something probably just came up and delayed her. Or maybe she just got lost. No, that can't be it. She knows what room this is. It's not a very big school, and she clearly knew where it was. I guess this is way forward. Still, there's no point in assuming something bad. It's probably nothing. I owe it to her to wait a little bit longer. So I wait. And wait. And wait. All told, I sit in my office for an hour and a half. There's no sign of her at all. Well, I'm sure she'll understand. I don't think I can wait any longer. The school's going to get locked up soon. Wonder what happened. I hope she's okay. She didn't seem okay at all. I'm really worried. What could be wrong? The next morning, once the bell rings, I do attendance, as always, but I can tell immediately who's absent is Isabella. Has anyone heard from Isabella at all? Anyone? Sorry about yesterday, I was really bad. Anyone? Class is silent. Does anyone know how to get a hold of her then? Still more silence. All right. Move on. There's not really being anything else I can do. But the whole thing gives me a sinking feeling. Next week. A week later, I still haven't seen Isabella at all. The school staff has no way of getting a hold of her at all. It's hard not to assume the worst, but there's nothing I can do about it other than feel terrible about it. Maybe I should have insisted or gone looking for her that evening. What could have possibly happened to her? Still, there's nothing I can do. Class still goes on without her. What do you think about the ending, Kendall? I'd really like to hear your thoughts. Well, I thought it was good. It ends on a effective note and makes a strong impression. Plus the repetition to the body count works well for it. Did you think that worked in other parts of this novel too? For reals, it keeps things structured. Good point. Any other thoughts? Or anyone else? Whoa, 50 messages. She sits down without any further word. Nolan... Whoa, I like those. Okay. Oh, 10 to read the messages. I tried to. Post on Isabella's wall. Goodbye, Bella. I'm sorry you had to go that way. What? Did I miss something? Is she guy? I should have read it. Charlotte raises her hand. I pause before calling on her. You know, the worst thing about it all is I find myself thinking, even though Isabella's gone, it's hard to even notice the difference. It doesn't feel like the dynamic of anything has changed with her gone. How utterly horrible is that? End of chapter 3. We have to start the next unit in 2 days, the Shakespeare class for this year. I'm looking forward to it, even less than I normally would. It's really last minute, but I throw the whole lesson plan I had prepared. I'm supposed to be teaching Romeo and Juliet, but somehow I don't really think the class is really going to be up for studying a play that ends in suicide. I struggle to put together an entire lesson plan for something a little more lighthearted than that. Chapter 4, A Whole Lot of Love, Monday, November 15th. Okay, that just about wraps it up for this unit. I hope you learned all that, at least a little bit. Okay. I'd like you to note that the syllabus has been updated. We're going to be doing 12th Night next, not Romeo and Juliet. Your libraries all have a copy of it already, but your homework tonight is not to read the script. Don't read it at all. Don't even look at it. We're going to be watching the 22 movie version in class tomorrow because the theater is meant to be seen. Then we'll look at the script. That's all. It's strange. I normally get caught up at a lunch bell ring, and I guess I must have been getting better at my timing. Excuse me. What is up? Where the hell is Isabella? Alright, you can go for lunch a couple minutes early. There's a loud clamor as everyone leaves the classroom at once, same as always, and same as always, there are students staying behind, but lately it's been less than before. Hey sis, I can't stick around today, miss. Mighton wants to see me for some stupid reason. I'll see you later, okay? Of course, it's not a problem. Good luck with her. Yeah, I need it laters. I guess just us then. Yeah. Take out my own lunch and start to eat quietly. Charlotte does the same, and awkward silence hangs in the air though. So, yes? Taylor Gibson in the product conversation with Nolan. Nolan, I'd like to apologize for treating you so poorly earlier. It's just that things have been really tough for me, and I took that out on you. Sorry I was a jerk. I really want to be on good terms with you again. Can we talk about it, please? I really want to put this behind us and be friends again. Alrighty. She stops uncomfortably, and I can't tell if she wants to say something, but I can't bring myself to her to. So, how's the 12th Night? Is it good? I guess it depends on whether or not you like Shakespeare. Yeah, kind of. He's not as bad as everyone says, anyway. Well, then you'll probably find it very funny. Okay, not right now, though. I'm with Akira. We could talk later. That's good. More silence. That's obviously not what she really wanted to ask. Of course, you should put him over here. You should put him over me. That's all right. I'm really glad you're happy with him. By the way, I was so worried because I know you're not gay, but I'm glad you're able to make him happy in spite of that. It can't be easy. That's very brave of you. Why don't we get together Monday at lunch? There are some things I need to say that I think need to be said in person. I can't take this anymore. I'm just going to ask her. Is there something wrong, Charlotte? No, not at all. I'm fine. I give her a look. It's just This is a weird question, Mr. Rugg, but do you think she was telling the truth? Who? Okay, oh, Kendall. She said she was going to talk to a teacher, but do you think this maybe she was just lying so she could avoid me? I'm taken aback with the question. I don't think so, of course, but why would she think of that? Why do you ask that? Does she seem like she would do that? I don't know, but even now that we're talking again, she's always seemed so reluctant to actually really talk with me. Okay, I understand, let's do that. It's a date then. We never really say anything of value, and it always feels like she's uncomfortable being with me, and it's not like she's talking to me on Amy either. I guess that's true, not that she mentions it, although I don't think her understanding is quite right. Well, as much as anyone can. I don't think she actually can stand me. I feel like she should just talk to her and tell her that she just doesn't have to make excuses. Would you really do that? No, because I'm selfish. Selfish. She stops as if only she realized what she's been saying, as if only she realizes how emotionally vulnerable she clearly is. Promise not to repeat a word of this, Mr. Rook? Of course not. But she still has trouble coming up with the words. Were you aware that we used to be a couple? We only broke up a few weeks ago. Well, I have to stop myself from saying, of course. I have to give it a moment thought. I knew it, of course, but how did I know it? Did I read about it on Amy Connect, or did someone else also mention it in front of me? Say I knew, say I didn't know. I didn't know. It's not worth taking the chance. No, I didn't know, but it explains a lot. Yeah. Have you ever had a perfect thing before, Mr. Rook, and ruined it? Man, what a question. More than once, actually. I'd love to say it gets easier, but it doesn't. No, I'd imagine not. Still, I miss everything about the way things were. Kendall's just so perfect. Are you still in love with her? I don't know. How can you tell when you're in love? It's just like all the songs and or all the movies. If it's not like that, it doesn't mean it's not love. Tough questions. Yeah, tell me about it. All I know is that I can't bring myself to give up on her, even though she's clearly not interested in me anymore. Maybe that's how you know it's love, because it makes me act awful. I stare at her, giving a long, thoughtful pause. She's wrong, of course. She seems unusually dense, too. I can tell that Kendall wouldn't be friendly for just the sake of appearances. I think anyone could tell that. What she sees in her, I have no idea, and I don't want to play either matchmaker or cheerleader for teenage girls. But I don't get how she could be so wrong. Why not just ask if she wants to get back together? She seems stunned at the proposition. I don't think you understand, Mr. Rook. I was the one who broke up with her. If anyone has to make the move, it's her. It's out of my hands. Well, but what's the harm in trying? What's the worst that could happen? I could lose her. I could cause her to just finally stop even trying to put up with me at all. I can't. She takes a long, deep sigh, trying her hardest to calm herself back down. I feel bad for getting her so worked up. I guess that wasn't the right approach for her at all. Damn it. I don't want to lose her. Well, I'm pausing and considering my approach. You said you weren't sure what love feels like, right? That's right. Well, in my experience, it means you know it's worth the risk. Love means you'll try anyway, even if you know for absolute certain you'll get shot down because you have to. In all my experience, that's what it seems that love is really about. So I think that's what it comes down to. Are you still in love with her? She's silent and I can't tell if she's contemplating the question or just thinks that I'm crazy. It's probably a little bit of both. She looks down and there's a long silence. Neither of us says a word, and I don't know what to say. After what feels like the longest time without saying anything, at long last, Kendall returns. Sorry, bro, am I interrupting anything? Charlotte takes a moment to calm down. No, not at all. We're just talking about the play we're going to study. All balls already? For reals? I'm afraid so. It's time to get to class. Yeah. Avo. She starts to leave us just as soon as she came, and Charlotte starts packing up too. Hey, Charlotte? Yes, Mr. Rook? And I try to think of what to tell her. Just trust me that Kendall's interested. I'm gonna get shot down. Do you trust me, Charlotte? Of course I do. You're my teacher. I think you should do it. I can promise you that it'll turn out well. The most absolute certainty, I guarantee it. I think you should really just ask. How can you be so sure? Yeah, it was a long shot. I definitely can't possibly explain how I know. Could never. Trust me, I promise. Well, thanks, Mr. Rook. He turns and walks out to join Kendall. I lean back, staring at what's left of my lunch. Half of it still left sitting on my desk. What's an intense conversation. I never thought about Charlotte that way before. She's always just been the smart, focused one. I can only wonder how things will work out, but I sure hope as well. And that evening at my crib, I still have my work cut out for me thanks to my sudden last minute major lesson change. I'm definitely starting to regret this. I don't have nearly enough prepared. I wonder what my own high school teachers would have done. I know the answer. Wasted several entire days by getting the class to read the entire play out loud. I'm determined not to do that. I'm not going to be that kind of lazy prick. Nobody learns anything that way. They just get more confused. Damn my standards. The next day. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap up here because I'm just a little under the weather today. Apologies if I didn't go on any longer than this, but it's getting pretty good right now. I wonder what happened with Isabella. Maybe something did happen. I didn't read into the messages because there's so much. You get flooded with so much messages as you read this thing. So we will see. I hope everything works out well with Kendall. Kendall, yes, we will see. Now let me just read this part and I will sign off for now. Maybe I'll do a little bit something else with a different game that requires less of my brain to use. So, okay, and the rain, it raineth. At least this time I thought I brought my umbrella with me. I'm not going to make that mistake twice. I wonder if Ariana's going to make a move on us again. We will see on the next episode of Splinter47 Reads. Don't take it personally, babe. It just ain't your story. Bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Splinter47 and check out the podcast, Bullet Thumbs Podcast. You can Google us. Just Google it. You'll find it. You'll find the page that leads directly to our page that has all of our episodes and everything that we post. Whether it be gaming news, articles about stuff, anything your heart desires, it probably will be there. Download the archives on mediafire.com/BloodThumbs and iTunes. You can check that out. Give us a rating. That'd be nice. So thank you very much for watching this read through of Don't Take It Personally, Babe. It just ain't your story. I am Splinter47 signing off.